Okay, Bhaiya, there's a question in the audience. It says, we give our worries to Gurudev, but still keep thinking about them. How to get rid of this thing?
Yeah, if you are still thinking about your worries, then you have not given the worries to Gurudev. And if you have given them to Gurudev, then you will not worry about them. So there is a short Guru story for this. There was a person who was worried about some situation he was facing in life, and constantly he was going to Gurudev, and Gurudev was telling him, yeah, don't worry, it will be all taken care of. So he went to Gurudev about 4-5 times maybe, and then Gurudev looked at him and he said, see, there are two things. Either you worry or I worry. If you want me to worry, then you have to drop your worry. And if you're going to worry, then I'm not going to worry. Okay, so as simple as that. If you have surrendered the worry to Gurudev, then you don't worry about it. You do whatever is under you, or whatever you are capable of doing, you do that. But don't worry. If you have given them to Gurudev, then you have to stop worrying and move on with life.
Okay, Bhaiya. Bhaiya, the next question is, do souls change groups? Can they be born into advanced cultures or different traditions, or they need to qualify for that?
All possibilities are there. And what are the qualifications? What are the things? Nobody knows. It's a secret. Birth is a secret. Life is a secret. Death is a secret. Mantras are a secret. Okay. Everything is a secret. Not everything you can understand and know. How a soul goes, where it goes after death, what journey it takes, and what journey it takes before taking up a body. We really don't know. It's a secret.
The next question is, what is intuition? Do you get help from outside, or is it in your own data bank?
Yeah, something which is beyond the five senses, which your five senses cannot perceive, and yet you come to something which turns out to be true, is called intuition. It is something very innate. There is a possibility that some external energy or thing is helping you out, but then that is not intuition per se. Intuition, the meaning of the word intuition is something which comes from within, no? Otherwise it will become out tuition. Somebody else is helping you. So intuition is something innate. It happens. More or less, all of us have a little bit of intuition. Some less, some more, but all of us have. Sometimes beyond all what the senses are telling you, you say something, this is going to happen, and it turns out to be that way.
Okay, the next question is, when can people from outside of Bangalore come and visit the ashram?
Soon. Now within Bangalore it has started. Sooner or later that will also happen. We just have to pray and hope that the corona situation improves more and more from here. And sooner than later we will have people coming from other parts of India and the world back to Bangalore.
And there's another question in the audience. Does the mind really exist, or is it an illusion?
Where did this thought arise? What was the faculty which nurtured this thought, or which was responsible for this thought to arise? That faculty which is responsible for all the thoughts to arise, the medium where all these thoughts arise, is called the mind. Okay, so your thoughts are at one level illusion only. No, they come and go. They are not permanent. In that same way, mind is also not permanent. Okay. So in one sense, yeah, it is illusory.
Right. Here the next question is how to ensure purity in consciousness. Why is it important?
The consciousness is anyway pure. So there is no question of maintaining purity in consciousness. That which is pure is called consciousness. Okay, so you don't have to do anything more. Recognize that it is already there. Just like the sun is pure, the moon is pure, everything is pure. That purity is there. That is the nature of consciousness. It can never be impure. Okay. So if it is impure, then it is not conscious. Okay. One last question, Dhruv.
Yes, dear. The last question is, what is your favorite dish and what is your favorite cuisine?
My favorite dish is food, and my favorite cuisine is whatever is there in my plate at that moment.
Okay.
So why to have one favorite dish and one favorite cuisine? Every day it can be new things, no? So
Great, great.
I don't have preference. This is what I want to have, and something excites me. Every food excites me, like favorite food. Every cuisine also excites me. I have tasted bland food which is tasty. I have tasted bland food which is apparently not tasty also, and I've enjoyed it also. So it doesn't matter.
Great.
So good. It was wonderful having you for this session. Keep on supporting us. Till the next time we meet again. Bye bye from both of us. Wish you all the best and hope to see you soon. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.